Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. All right, y'all, it is Friday. Okay, come on. And it's about noon. And yes, I should be at work. No, I'm not at work, but I should be there. But I haven't been feeling well for the past couple of days. And so I did not go to work today. I did work yesterday, and I told my supervisor, well, she's not my supervisor. Hang on, y'all. Let me put you on a tripod. So, the administrative assistant who does my time, yesterday, oh, dishes are out. Okay. Who does my time, I was by the office yesterday because we had, this lighting is not the best. Let me see if I can find, oh, better. That's not better either, but that'll do. Okay. I had mentioned to her yesterday when I was by the office, we had a field trip. And I told her that I was not feeling well. It was about 2 o'clock. And all of my classes went yesterday to the field trip. So I had been going the previous days. I went Wednesday. And Wednesday I went to help with another group. And Thursday, my classes went. So I told her I wasn't feeling well and I probably wasn't going to come in on Friday. And I did not go in this morning. I thought I was going to be feeling a ton better. Let me just say this. I feel a ton better, but I didn't want to be around people. Because while I'm not hacking my brains up, my head is bothering me. I just have a headache right now. And I don't think it has anything to do with me not feeling well. So, I am at home. While I'm at home, I got to get a few things done. The kids are, of course, sisters at work. Jack is at school. It was, last night was induction into National Honor Society. And Jackson was inducted. And so, let me get these dishes done. I'm sorry, y'all. My energy is limited. And so I'm trying to get a few things done while I have a few minutes of energy. One of the things that I don't do as much anymore is cook. And that's for two reasons. Pretty much Jackson likes to cook. He enjoys the meals. And then my kids are older. Alana's 20, Jackson's 15. They don't really need mom doing chicken nuggets and french fries for them anymore. Which is another thing I wanted to share. Because I don't have small kids anymore. Certain things I used to do when I first started the channel, I don't do anymore. And I have felt bad about that. I have felt convicted about that, but not by God, by people. And I'm going to be real open and honest about that here. And this is not what this video is about at all, but I need to say this. I felt like I was somehow gypping the people who came to my channel to see the stuff I used to do and I don't do anymore. I felt like, oh, Shakema, well, this is not what we came here for. And I try to maintain channel integrity and do what God told me to do, which is tell the people, Shakema, if I can do it for you, I could do it for them. But what I'm realizing as my kids grow is that what God is doing for me, that he can do for them, is changing as well. And so I've decided, this is my decision, to not feel bad anymore about my kids getting older, and to not feel bad anymore about me aging, and to not feel bad anymore about me prioritizing my personal health journey, because that's maybe not why people came here, or to not apologize anymore for enjoying the pre-empty nest, because other people might still be in the throes of raising their kids. Praise God, hallelujah, amen, and all of that. I'm here for you. But I've done that, right? If you see, you try not to preach, but you can't tell a preacher not to preach because they're going to preach anyway. If you look around, not you, because most of y'all are here because you just love our family. But these are the ones who always have something negative to say, or something that just want to be picking stuff. If you look around, if you've been following me for a long time and you look around, your family's changing too. Your kids are growing, because I've been on YouTube now 10 years. If you had a baby when you started watching me, your baby should be 10. So when when I started, Jackson was 5. Jackson's 15. I had a friend come to Friendsgiving the other day, and we're not even YouTube friends, but we found each other on Facebook in a group. And so when they came over the other day for Friendsgiving, drove a long way to get here. A long way to get here. They looked at Jackson and they said, "Oh my God, I didn't realize you were this big," because he was just as tall as my friend. And he said, I watched you grow up. He was like, "I've been watching you online for years." And again, it's just some friends that came. I had a couple friends that come from out of town to be with us for Friendsgiving. And so I have felt bad about, oh man, I don't cook as much as I used to, and my life is so very different. When your kids grow, you have time to do stuff for you. And I've prioritized my health journey. One of these days, I'm going to really sit down and tell you all of the things. And it won't be today, though. But one of the things that I thought about, because I had a rude comment yesterday that told me I needed to work on my hips and my butt. I did look in the shower about a week ago, and I realized those little side hips I used to have aren't there anymore. So I'm not sure what they're seeing. And then where I used to have just flab in the back of my behind, I now have glutes, actual glutes. That's a whole thing. Honey, it's them Romanian deadlifts and them Bulgarian split squats that got me over here gluting. Okay, these glutes are gluting. But everybody has these opinions about everything. And it can tend to really challenge you. But I'm not going to be challenged anymore. I'm just going to do what God told me to do. And in this season where I am now, what the Spirit of the Lord is saying, Shakema, if I can help you raise your kids and then rediscover yourself, I can do the same thing for the people that are watching. If I can help you get your finances together where you can be a giver, I can help them do the same thing. If I can help you get your life together, get your style together, get your health together, I can do the same for them. See, it didn't change. God can still do what he's doing for me, for the people who came here to see what he's doing for me, so that now they can see that he can do it for them, right? It just looks different because my kids aren't this little anymore. Jackson is now over my head with my heels on. With my heels on. Alana was sure to tell us last night, "Oh, Mom, it's true. He's taller than you with the heels on." And I was like, "Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord." And I'm 5'5" and 3/4 without my shoes. And I'm about 5'8" with shoes. I was like, "Oh, bless it. Okay, well, guess he's taller than me now." And so it is just going to be what it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on some ribs. I pulled some things out of the freezer. These aren't thick ribs, but they are some ribs that we've had in there for a while. And so this is Boston butt, bone-in Southern style ribs. So just a Boston butt. But I'm going to put these in the Instant Pot so that they can go ahead and cook up very quickly. The reason I was talking about cooking is I've not been feeling well, and I really would like a home-cooked meal. When Jackson cooks meals, he doesn't cook home-cooked meals, if that makes any sense. Jackson cooks pizza. But he makes the dough from scratch. Or he'll cook, which I don't eat. Or he'll cook pancakes, and he'll make the pancake batter from scratch, which I don't eat. So I'm going to make these ribs, and I make a barbecue sauce. I've got some cabbage on the counter over there, and we had some rice left over. So I'm going to just do some ribs, rice, and cabbage on a Friday night because I want to eat it. And then I have purchased these pork patties, but Jackson doesn't like them as as burgers. So I'm just letting them defrost so that I can use this meat. And I'm going to make some sauce because I have to do a noodle dish for a collab that I'm in that I forgot that I was in that I'm going to have to get done really quickly. So I'm going to be doing some speedy editing, which I actually got to leave here and go get some protein pasta because I don't eat pasta. But I can do protein pasta. Haven't even worked out this week except one day. Monday I did, well, let me change that. I haven't lifted this week. Monday I did go to the gym. Did I go to the gym Monday? No. I did the bike on Monday because we were off from school. Tuesday I went to the gym and did a quick 30-minute arms. It was a push-pull workout. And then Wednesday, Thursday, I did the bike. I did 20 minutes in the garage. And today I'm probably going to do 20 minutes in the garage. And I'll probably do 20 minutes in the garage Saturday and Sunday just to let my body heal from being not feeling well. And then on Monday, I'm going back to the gym. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to decrease my weights back to my October weight because I will have not lifted in a week. And I'm going to give myself time to rebuild that muscle. And I'm going to do that for a week. And then I will go back to my increased weights that I increased in November. I'm lifting the heaviest I've lifted in years now. And it's not extremely heavy to anybody else. But I'm at 25s, 20s, 15s. I do some 12s. I still do 7s for flies, back flies. But I can probably increase now to 10s. And so I'm doing majority 25s, 20s, and 15s. Which I started at 5s, 7s, 8s, 10s. And I've worked my way back up. I was lifting 25s before, but now my back is just bothering me, y'all. So I'm just trying to get the stiffness out. I've been in the bed. I took Jackson to school this morning, but I've been in the bed. And then I got an email that came by that reminded me that I had a video for today that I have not done. So I got to do it and release it. So let me get these ribs in, and then I'll just take you around my kitchen today. Please, 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 if that sounded harsh in the beginning, it's not for those of you that have come here just to whatever we're doing. It's like my favorite people that I love to watch. If I want to see that video, I click on it. If I click on it and it's not something I'm interested in, I just unclick and go to something else. I don't leave comments like, I don't know why you changed, and oh my God, you should still be the same way you was when I started watching you 20 years ago. Like, is that a thing? I haven't had coffee either. That's probably why I'm feeling a little. But people will take you there. And I texted my sister last night. I said, why are people so rude? And she said, Shakema, people are going to, they just are like that because they're hiding behind their keyboards. And they're going to say what they want unless you cut the comments off. And I love the comments. I love to interact with my people who here for me. Anywho, let me get these ribs in the oven. I'm not in the oven, in the Instant Pot. Lord, y'all pray for me because I'm foggy. I took some medicine at about 7 this morning. I haven't taken anything else, and my chest feels better. I don't have a lot of the coughing, which is amazing. But I haven't eaten a ton this week, so I'm not. And I've still been trying. This is one of the reasons why I haven't been in the gym, because I haven't eaten a lot of calories. And so I've just been trying to do the bike just to keep my muscles moving. And of course, I'm doing the arms because I don't want to just do the legs, but I'm just kind of doing the arm things. But back in the gym on Monday, I'm purposefully choosing not to go to the gym because I am not fully well and I want to be well. Okay, let me get these in the oven, in the Instant Pot. And then I got to run to the post office, and then I got to run out to get the protein pasta because I don't have that. Alana might get it for me if I ask her nicely. Maybe. Probably not. Okay. Y'all, I'm sorry. I had to run out to the post office, and then I had to go to Walmart really quickly. So now I'm going to get the meat on. I don't want to wash my hands real fast because I just went to Walmart. Now my plan is to use this same Instant Pot to do both the ribs and the cabbage. So I'll have it all, I'm just trying to keep as many dishes as I possibly can. Or not use up a lot of dishes. Okay, some people are team no meat washing. Some people are washing meat. My grandmother always washed her meat, so I just mean rinse it off in the sink. Sometimes if it has a lot of blood, I'll put salt to help to draw that blood out. I'm from a farm. My grandparents had a farm, and so they would slaughter a lot of animals, or there was a lot of hunting around the area where we lived, and those hunters would bring the meat to my grandparents, and they would skin them, and in exchange for some of the meat, my grandparents would dress the meat. And so we use a lot of salt to draw out the blood. So that's what we've grown up using and doing. And so that's what I know. And that's what I do. If you choose not to wash your meat, that's your business. And I'm just washing my hands so I can season these ribs. I'm gonna put it on the meat setting. It shouldn't take a ton of time. But I do want to get in the Instant Pot. Instant Pot will pressurize it and cook it up so it'll be nice and tender. And then I'm gonna get some other stuff going. I've got a few things I'll show you. Oh, I know what I was about. Okay. I forgot barbecue sauce for the ribs. Let me see if I can tell sister to bring some for me. Okay, the next thing that I gotta do while I got a little bit of energy, and it is dwindling, is deal with these things we got from Azure Standard. So I got my 25 pounds of cane sugar, my bread flour, Jackson's bread flour. I've got monk fruit. I've got yeast and these flax seeds. So I got to deal with all of this stuff, and I had to get some containers for them. So I got a bucket for this, food grade bucket, and then I got something for Jackson's bread flour, and then I got something for the monk fruit. So I'm going to wash those items up and bring them over and put all these things in them so that we can get rid of all of these boxes and bags on the counter. This is, you can pour it, and it also has this little top on it, so you can lock the spout in place where you can pour from it. And it has a top that goes on top. So I got that for Jackson's bread flour. And so I just make sure to straight thing out. Okay. So I'm hoping that his bread flour can fit in this. I'm gonna take that top off and we'll see. Looks like it'll fit no problem. This is a 46 cup capacity storage container. seems to fit. So now I just have to find a place to store it so that Jackson will have easy access to it. And I'm seriously contemplating cleaning out this cabinet down here where I have a lot of just other items. His KitchenAid is down there and just a few other things, to see if we can't fit all of his flowers and things down here. That might be better for Jackson, but I don't know yet. I'll let him help me make a decision when he comes home what's best for his cooking. But for right now, at least I got that one bag out, and we'll get this over to the side so I can wipe off these counters, and he'll just help me figure out where he wants it to go. And then for right now, though, I'm just going to put this on the island, and he can figure it out. Now I'm going to get this one I got for the monk fruit, which is what I would use. I don't tend to use sugar unless I'm doing canning. I use it for that purpose, but I don't use sugar for any other thing. So I'm gonna just put this monk fruit in here. And this is a ton of monk fruit. I don't use sweetener. Since the keto days, I don't tend to use a lot of sweetener. Now I have a sweet tooth, and I do like sweet things, but I don't tend to have sugar and stuff in the house unless I'm canning. And that fit perfectly. Gotta go get my top. Okay, so that's monk fruit, bread flour. The yeast is going automatically into the freezer. I'll just put it in the freezer. I'll actually put it in a Ziploc bag in the freezer, but it's going in the freezer. Last two things I have, the yeast and the flax seeds. So I'll move this box because that's done. Okay, I'm gonna get the big bucket for the sugar, and I'll get that all put in, and then I'll show you where I think I'm gonna put that. Okay, I got this sugar in here. Didn't quite fill it all the way up, but right around there. Now, my grandmother used to have 5-gallon buckets of flour and sugar and things like that when I was growing up, but she did not have oxygen absorbers. She didn't put her flour in the freezer. She didn't do any of those types of things that most people would say to do on here. And I don't know if that's just because she was old and they didn't do all that way back in the day. But my grandmother used her items. I'm not storing food for long-term storage. I'm just trying to start moving over my purchases to the more cleaner ingredients as I am able, so that we can use up things. Like I need to make some black tea concentrate now that I have the sugar. That's a project that I planned to do, but I just did not have, I didn't have the sugar, and I didn't want to buy any knowing that I had ordered this. So that's a project that I plan to do, and that'll take up a little bit of this sugar because I've got some more empty jars that I need to fill. And so that's just one of the things that I had planned to do, was to get that done. I probably should be working on that right now, but I want to clean these counters down and just kind of finish getting some stuff cleaned up before I actually take on some more projects. And I'm trying to work my way through not feeling well. And I'm good for right now. Okay, this is tight. So I'm going to move this into the laundry room because I think that's where it's going to be best serve us. And I don't have any more space for it to go anywhere else. So into the laundry room we go. Okay, I'm still working on Azure Standard stuff. So now I'm in my freezer. And for a long time, we didn't have any room in this freezer for much. We still have ice cream because nobody's eating any. Praise the Lord. Okay, let me wash my hand. And then these popsicles are from Friendsgiving. I have some peaches. And I have strawberries. And I have strawberry banana from when I was doing the 10-day green smoothie. There's a little bit in here, more in here. I'm going to combine these because I'm trying to make some space to put my butter in here. Oh, and I see I also have another berry blend, cherry berry blend. That's not opened at all, so I'm going to leave that closed. But I am going to combine these other three so that I can make some room to put the butter in here. Okay, so cleaning out the fridge can take you, the freezer can take you down a rabbit hole, but I'm going to try not to go too far because I don't have time for this today and I really, really need to go lay down again. But I've got ice cream that I'm going to put in here. Okay, I'm just moving that. I had some phyllo dough in there that was taking up the whole freezer. So there we have that. I've got these these are mandarins we didn't eat. So we just put them in the freezer and we put them down the garbage disposal when it smells bad. Okay. Couple other things in here that I can manage. This is some dough that Jackson made. I'm just gonna put this where he can see it. So in sight, in mind, right? I'm hopeful. And then these are some pancakes we had from Pajamas and Pancakes. I'm going to put these in the bottom of the fridge and the kids will eat them if they see them in the bottom of the fridge. I got to clean out the bottom of the fridge, but okay. Now, I've got 2 more packets of the pork patties that Jackson doesn't love. So I'll cook those soon. This is ham, and I have a whole nother ham in here. So I'm actually just going to put this. Let me see. Okay. This is barbecue. I'm going to pull that out for dinner as well. I got another package of barbecue that I pulled out. It's a Boston butt that my pastor did. He has a business called River Pappy that he makes Boston butts. I don't think he does briskets yet that he sells, but my sister had bought some and then she had bought too much, so she brought us over some and we told her we would take it and we didn't eat it all, and so that's gonna be good for us. So what this is now letting me see, I think this is chicken, so I'm just gonna put these bits and bobs in the door so I know, hey, look there first. And then this is that full bag of the cherry berry blend that we have not used. I'm going to put that there. This is ham. And now I have room for this butter. Right? Because remember we did the Rumiano butter from Azure. And we got 12 blocks of this. And so I want to be able to keep this in the freezer and not the fridge. And I'm actually trying to hide it from Jackson because Jackson uses butter for everything. And Jackson will use all of this. And this was a pretty expensive purchase. This was like $48 and some change. We're spending that much on butter every, I'm spending $4 or $5 for butter every time I buy it. Sometimes I'm buying 2 things a week. But I'm trying to, this is going in the freezer and it's set there. Now I'm gonna come down and work on the fridge. So one of the main things we were trying to do was clean out this freezer because January is coming, and of course we're gonna do the no spin, use it up challenge with Jessica over at 3 Rivers Homestead. We try to do that every time. So I'm actually going to now really take a pretty decent inventory of what I have and what I need to purchase over the next couple of weeks to make it through that January time where I'm not spending that grocery budget. And then I'm gonna try to take that grocery budget and put it towards something. All right, y'all, so I'm done for the day. I have, I've got we got some bread coming out the oven. I've got some sausage that I went ahead and browned up. So this is ready for whatever the kids wanna make. This is some pork shoulder that we had in the freezer that I just went ahead and warmed up. Everybody can have off of that what they want. We had some leftover rice that I'm just put here to warm. That's done. Over here we have cabbage. That's all done. I made, this is ribs. That's all done. And then Jackson just did some garlic bread, and we're gonna take out the casserole. You can take it out. Huh? Toast it a little bit. He's toasting the casserole a little bit. So that's it for us. I just took a pill. I just had half a cup of coffee. I didn't even have a half. I think I might have had 3 sips. But I just did take a pill, and I'm gonna go sit down somewhere because I'm done for the day, period, the end. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, oh, I'll show you this. Here's Jackson's flour in his little bucket. And then I put the 5-gallon bucket in the laundry room back there. So I can stack at least 2 more buckets on top of that if I need to. And I probably will move his big flour in there and move some of these little gadgets over to this cabinet down here in the bottom where his flour is. And then we'll be able to put some of his things that he wants to use all the time right here in this baking station. So I don't have those big pull-out drawers, but I do have, I got what I got. So you make it work, right? Okay. Alrighty then. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.